matchup.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the San Diego Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. They'll run the counter with Murray. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, second down. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Cook. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the... Two-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run with a second-year man. It's Melvin Gordon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he motions the wide receiver.
Gone! Detroit!
Time running out here on the play clock. Now movement up front. I think this will be on San Diego. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Here we go. Leopard.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Here's Jones. Oh, shifty. Whoa. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now here come the Raiders. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Could draft a guy in the 6th round, and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point. Would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Detroit! Here we go. 3-19.
A handoff. It's Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
This is Murray, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So maybe a brief second of indecision there. It was certainly hooking, but bottom line, he gets it through.
Perilously close to that right upright. If that field goal was 5 yards longer, I'm not sure it would have made it. But he got it through, and that's all that matters.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Melvin Gordon's rookie year was a far cry from his last season at Wisconsin, wasn't it?
Boy, it was. Yeah, we got the numbers right here. 3.5 yards per carry, 641 yards, no touchdown.
Well, I think his team is really looking to do things to help him break out and get back to that Wisconsin form in 2016.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go. It's Blue 90. Blue 90.
And the wideout in motion. And the play clock's running down. Here's Manziel. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. One receiver left, that's Allen.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Manziel. He's got a man, it's Williams. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on 3rd down, very proficient. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Manziel. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw now on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They run it here with Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll be
be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Now Cook. Cooper's got it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watching now, Barney. Set, 3-19. Detroit. Watching now, Barney. Gone.
Throwing, Cook. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
No. Set. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up. And look out. I think he's going to go. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there.
And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run here. It's Murray. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. Third down here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
On play action, they'll throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Here we go. Green. Here we go.
Now Manziel. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Crabtree with it over the middle. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go. Boom, landed.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go now.
Manziel. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Manziel. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down now after the pass completion. A toss play. Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll cut it to the right. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Throwing, Cook. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. You know, you and I talk a lot about the incredible receivers in the NFL. Catches like that, they validate our point.
Each and every time. That's why teams are looking for defensive backs to get bigger and faster to try and combat these guys catching the football.
To connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Cook. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Wolford. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jatavis Brown picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And underneath here to McCluster. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. They come out here in the eye. This is Klutz here, the fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Here we go. Green, here we go now.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They come out here in the eye. Manziel. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of